Okay, so Arena Breakout Infinite is full releasing today, depending on what part of the world you're in, and it is going to be on Steam and Epic stores. Of course, the game is going to be free to play, and they're also getting rid of all the pay to win. And in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about when you can expect the update to be dropping for you, depending on what part of the world you're in. And also, we're going to go over the entirety of the patch notes, so stick around for that. This is going to be a graphic here that's basically going to show you when the game will be available for you to play in the new update where you are in the world. So originally it was a little bit confusing as I was going through here and reading this in the patch notes. So they were saying planned server reopening time 02 UTC, and I kind of had this mixed up a little bit, but essentially I went over to one of these converters, and 2 a.m. UTC is going to be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 10 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. And that is also going to be 3 a.m. in London. So that correlates to this. New York, 10 p.m. London, 3 a.m. So if you're on the East Coast, 10 p.m. on the 15th, which is today, 7 p.m. on the 15th in Los Angeles over on the West Coast. And then on the other side of the world, London, you're going to get it at 3 a.m. Moscow, you're going to get it at 5 a.m. Beijing, you're going to get it at 10 in the morning. And that's going to be tomorrow, all of these. And Tokyo, you're going to get it at 11 in the morning. So these are all going to be on September 16th. If you're in the US or anywhere over here, you're going to get access to the game tonight. So with that out of the way, let's jump into the patch notes. I'm not going to sit here and read out every single thing. I'm going to focus on the big ticket stuff, and then I'm going to let you guys just kind of pause and read some of the longer ones if you want to. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So we've already covered the matchmaking and stuff like that when the servers are going to be up. If you missed that, you have a horrible attention span. When you do the update, you're going to get a couple of rewards, the advanced quick kit and 150,000 coin. The update is going to be 20 gigabytes, and basically you're just going to go into the launcher and click on the big old update button when it is available. So let's get into the new stuff. So first things first is going to be probably the best thing about it is the 3x3 secure container. So this is going to be 100% free, and you're basically going to have to do the season missions to unlock it. So essentially, if you play Tarkov, this is going to be like the Kappa container. This will be available for the entirety of the season, but once next season comes around and the game resets, you will have to unlock it again. So just like the Kappa. They're going to be adding in a bunch of new collectible items worth over 1 million in value, so that is pretty cool. Here's a list of those. And then we've got the upgraded trophy room. Now, from my understanding, trophy room just basically means your hideout. Just like in Tarkov, you have a hideout, and there's a bunch of things in here that you can do certain things with. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it if you want to read any of this. This is all of the hideout related stuff. But the one thing I want to point out here is going to be the new intelligence center, permanently increasing the number of goods you can list at one time in the market once constructed. So once you get your intel center up, you're going to be able to list a lot more things on the flea market, which is cool. And of course, they've added the workbench, which you're going to be able to craft stuff, and then a bunch of other stuff in the hideout, which is cool. Next up is going to be the in-raid supply station. So essentially, you can go to these supply stations and pay a inflated cost, and you can use the money from your stash. You don't have to bring money in. You'll pay an inflated cost. So let's say a grenade is normally like 30,000 in the supply station. It will, for example, be 60,000. There'll be a limited quantity, it'll be more expensive, and you can buy these items to use in the raid, but you won't be able to take them out of raid. So this just kind of adds in another little dynamic to the game. If you forgot meds or you're desperate for some kind of med, this can help you out. And yeah, that's a cool little feature. We'll just have to wait and see how that works out. Next up is going to be a bunch of new tactical items, 6 to be exact. We got the bioscanner, which is essentially a heartbeat sensor from Call of Duty back in the day, Modern Warfare 2. You guys remember that? This is not something that you will be able to bring out of raid. You can only find it in raid, kind of like the self-revive stem. And essentially, it's a heartbeat sensor. It's going to show you where people are around you. And as soon as you do that and you do notice somebody, it will also tell that person that they have been detected by this heartbeat sensor. So it's kind of fair in that sense. You know, I'm not really a huge fan of the whole knowing where people are without them knowing, but that is not the case here. Next up is going to be the recon terminal, and it's going to work the exact same way as the heartbeat sensor thing. And essentially it will show you where people are like a UAV, and then it will also notify them that they have been detected. Next up is going to be the injury killer stem. I'm going to let you guys read through that. the emergency revival kit, the experimental ultra strength treatment, and then the physique enhancing pill. These are all, I'm not 100% sure how they're all going to work. This one just kind of seems like another self revive. This one I don't understand pretty much at all. The ultra strength treatment is going to be able to heal your black limb, so that's pretty neat. And then the experimental physique enhancing pill, that was kind of hard to say. This is going to increase your total HP on basically all of your body parts. So that is interesting. Next up, they've made some improvements to the spectating system. And essentially, you're going to be able to see your teammates' backpacks and what they're looting. And this is a setting that you'll be able to turn off. So if you don't want random teammates seeing the stuff that you have for whatever reason, not sure why, you can turn that off if you want to. Next up is going to be new storage equipment, preset builds, and then system updates. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys pause and read through these if you want to. So here's the first one. This is going to be the second part of it, and then the third part of it. So if you want to read through those, go ahead, pause it. A lot of interesting stuff in there, but nothing really worth mentioning, I don't believe. Let me double check. Yeah, nothing crazy there. So read it if you want, but I'm not going to cover it in this video. Next up, big thing, weapon updates. So we're getting 3 new weapons, the PP-19, the ZC-807 assault rifle, and the AN-94 assault rifle. This one I'm actually really excited about. I've played a lot of games with the AN-94, and it's just one of those guns that I've always really liked. So we're going to be able to play around with that, and hopefully it's a good gun. They've added in new accessories, so more grips, more stocks, sights, things like that. We're gonna have to see all of them. They don't list them all here, but they do give a couple examples. We got some map updates and improvements. They've made some changes to farm. They've changed up the grain trade center and stable, so they're gonna look a little bit different. Keep your eyes open for that. Right here we've got some balance adjustments, and again I'm gonna let you guys read through all of these. So this is 1 through 10. And then we've got 11 up top, as well as other improvements right here. So again, pause it if you want to. You're going to see 1 through 7, 8 through 16, and then all the way through to 19 right here. Nothing crazy in there. If you guys see something that particularly catches your interest, feel free to drop it in the comments. I actually haven't read through any of that, so I'm going to be thoroughly surprised when something major is in there. Okay, and this is everything about the event update. It's looking like they're gonna be doing a bunch of events throughout, and they're giving us some dates on all of these different things. There's a lot going on here. I'm not 100% sure what all of this means, but hey, it's here. If you know what this stuff means, there you go. That's all of the event info right there, and that is going to be the end of the patch notes. So a lot of cool stuff coming. I'm very excited to jump into this game tonight and play it. I will be live streaming it over on Twitch, so I will leave a link down below if you guys are interested. Maybe you can't play, you got to go to bed, and you want to watch something while you go to sleep. Feel free to hop in and ask some questions. I will be happy to give you guys some answers. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video, and yeah, I'm excited about season 3 and the full release of this game, and we're only about 9 hours away from playing it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful, and hopefully I did a pretty good job of summarizing all of the important things without yapping too much. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.